Hello everyone, in this video I would like to talk with you guys about the two topics. The first one is understanding on the GIS techniques for the irrigation database improvements, and the second topic is related to the first topic. It's about the final steps to complete the activity of the irrigation database improvement. And now let me talk about the objective of the understanding. We have three objectives for this obtaining. Is the first one, we try to provide the techniques guide for the working group to complete the activities of the irrigation database improvements. And the second topic is we try to seek the solutions for any technical problem encountered during the implementation of the activity. And the last one is to highlight the next steps to do the activity. Regarding the approach of this on-obtaining, as you realize that this on-obtaining is one kind of the technical support that we can provide to you. This training based on the problem solving orientation. Therefore, in this training, please raise the problem that occurs with you. And this training based on the needs during the implementation of the activity. What do you need to enhance your knowledge and your skill to complete the activity? Please let me know about that. The next approach is providing the key issues. Some of the key issues for the completing the activity will be discussed during this on-obtaining. As the dialogue of the on-obtaining based on the questions, discussion, and answer. Of course, we have the agenda of the on-obtaining. However, you should understand that the agenda is very flexible. That depend on what is happened during the training, depend on the reality, so we can adapt with agility and we can modify the agenda. And the next point is we need to work with the participants database, and I need to have the involvement with your database in this on-obtaining. And the last point is could be the icon flexible communication. We need to create this flexible way to communicate with others. Besides to this on-obtaining, we can have the QA/QC training and the technical consultation meeting that may organized in the next time. Okay, now let me move to the second topic of my presentation today. Is about the final step to do this activity, irrigation database improvement. Let me come back with the beginning of the activity that we have the two objectives of the activity. The first objective is to combine the latest data on the irrigation system, irrigation project into the proposed irrigation database that covers the whole low Mekong Basin. And the second objective is we want to build up the national capacity to maintain and to utilize the developed database. With this objective, we expect the three outputs for the activity. Is the first output is approved irrigation database, and the second one is the detailed work plan and arrangements to develop and to maintain the database and to share data with others. And the last one is the necessary training to staff members who take part in this about that. Now is let me show you about the conceptual model of the irrigation database. The new irrigation database have 5 data components. The first component is about the irrigation project. And the second one is irrigation headwaters. The next is irrigation area, and the next is the reservoir, and the last one irrigation canal. Okay, before to talk about the final step to do, we need to look more general to talk about the methodology, about how we do for the whole activity. And for the first expected output, improved irrigation database, we need to analyze and to validate the given old data sets. And we need to create detailed metadata. We need to collect the data. We collect data from the relevant agencies. For example, we collect the maps, we collect the documents in the digital and in the paper formats. Evidence photographing, Google Maps, so on. And sometimes we need to do the field work using the questionnaire, using the GPS, and we can use a participation method. When we've identified this new or additional irrigation system structure, we need to draw or delineate new feature for the base data, and we need to add new records to the given data set and input data for the attribute data. Sometimes we found some attributes of the existing feature is changed, so we need to change that attribute. And we need to do the quality assurance, quality control to make sure the quality of the database. For the second expected output, propose the detailed plans. You guys need to propose the concrete plan to maintain regularly the update and share with the other, and to utilize a new database for your purpose. And for the expected output C, a short-term training, that is something we are doing now, is on-job training, or other training like QA/QC training or consultation meeting is something for the building the capacity. Okay, now please let me talk about the plan for the final steps of the activity. The first step you need to do is to finalize the irrigation database. Your working group need to finalize the irrigation database from the data you have collected, from the knowledge and the technique you gained. And the second part is doing the QA/QC training. You need to have the training about the quality assurance and quality control. After that, you will do the quality control of the database. After doing the quality control, you need to do the database alignment to correct what you found during the database checking. Then you need to create the metadata, and the next step should be to organize the national consultation meeting to get comment from the licensee, from the other stakeholder about your updated database. Then you need to send draft version of the metadata and the database to us for checking. After the checking, we will send back to you about the comment about the metadata and about the database. And of course, you need to improve the database and the metadata follows the comment. Then you can officially transfer the database to us. One very important task is about the writing draft version of the final report. And you need to submit the final version of the report to us, and to revise the reports based on the comment from us and from other and before to submit the officially the final version of the report. Okay, thank you very much for your watching. Goodbye.